Hello, everyone. We are Memora. Whenever this loads, I will tell you that we believe that every memory is worth holding on to. And so, for a little agenda for our presentation today, I'm going to talk about defining the problem, implementing the solution, sort of the tech and tech stack and things that led into what sort of created that solution, the demo, and takeaways and future plans. So meet the team. You see all of us right here, right now. Hey, we got Adi, we got me, we got Slava, and we got Shrey. Um, all right, now defining the problem. Now that we get into that, I want to change pace and change the mood of this presentation because I want to talk about sort of the inspiration behind this problem statement and what you know direction we wanted to go for this hackathon. So to change the mood, I want to talk about personally my great grandma. Um, this is lovely Queen Doris. My great grandma, she recently passed. Um, she had battled with dementia for a long part of the last few years of her life, and it was a very sad process. It was a very sad thing to do or to experience. Seeing just as the years went on, sort of the slow fade and the slow like losing of memory. But something that I noted and I really it made me feel really good was every single time I hopped on a FaceTime call with my great grandma. We call her Meemaw. Or I'd see her in person, like you see her right now. Her eyes just lit up. There was something about that emotional connection. Being able to see me or see family members just absolutely lit her up. And so that sort of goes into more into the problem statement of our motivation and the importance of early action for people with dementia. So a little stat is over 55 million people have dementia worldwide, and up to 45% of dementia cases could be delayed, prevented with early intervention. And so now we have that little motivation, that little backstory behind the problem. What is the solution that we've created for this with this hackathon? So we want to talk about the framework that we decided to do and follow for our hackathon, which is the cognitive remediation therapy framework. So this involves structured mental exercises to be able to improve and retain cognitive skills. Three of the main core priorities of this cognitive remediation therapy is having contextual cues, emotional attachment, and spaced repetition. So using that framework and sort of the ideology behind this therapy, I introduce to you Memora. We are a mobile app that prolongs memory for early to moderate stage dementia patients because we believe that every memory is worth holding on to. Behind the solution, before we get into the demo, making Memora, we decided that there were four core features that were required to make Memora, and we have them written up here on this whiteboard behind us, that glorious whiteboard of random things. I'll highlight them briefly, and then we'll showcase them in the demo. So firstly is contextual cue-based quizzes. This is a primary feature of CRT, of the remediation therapy. The second one would be the patient view, being able to have a scrollable feed. The next part is the family view, being able to upload content and then tag that content with context-related cues. And then the tech stack that we decided to use was React.js, Material UI, and Supabase as the backend. So now onto the demo. Right here, you can see our mobile app for Memora. I'm going to take you through the family view and the patient view. So here's our onboarding. Memora helps Alzheimer's patients and their families store and revisit precious memories. Going to next. So now I'm going to go into the patient view, where now I have this scrollable feed, and you can see that I have these context cues of the individual, the place, the time, sort of retrieving a bunch of cues to be able to understand and piece together the situation or the context of the photo. So if I'm scrolling down, I can see a bunch of people in my family, and then what is the place of this image? Now I'm having to perform active recall to be able to understand and understand what's really in this photo and improve my memory. And so I see a lot of water. I believe that this was the Niagara Falls trip with the family. So I'm going to submit the answer, and that is correct. So now I can scroll through here. That is the patient view. Now I'm going to take you through this same onboarding process, and I'm going to go to the family view. So what is a primary role of the family? Primary role of the family is being able to upload the content that the patient will be able to view. So I'm going to upload this photo. We'll go with this one. And where's the location of this? We'll just go with, the backyard of our house. And this was, we'll say that we took this, about 4 weeks ago. Finalize the upload, to tag the person. So I'm going to enter the name for the person that's in this, and this is going to be Caleb. Submit the tag, and upload and finish. Okay, the upload has been complete. Now if we go to our profile and the pictures, we see we have uploaded the picture right here. And so that picture there will directly go into the patient view. And so that is our live demo. Thanks so much. So, takeaways and future plans. What did we learn from this process, and where are we headed in the future? Where is Memora headed? So, what did we learn? Teamwork. There's 4 of us right here. 2 of us are from Northeastern. 2 of us are not. So we had to come together to be able to create this project. The thing that we believe that helped a lot coming from the very beginning was taking this idea of just the motivation of my great grandma. And just the idea of dementia and creating a product brief, kind of putting it into the features that we outlined, definitely helped a lot in terms of the teamwork. We collaborated, as you can see in that photo, and you can see behind us. We like whiteboards, and so we did that. Technically, the very first thing I wanted to highlight was AI mockup tools. That was a great experience to be able just to take this idea that we had and sort of get a visual behind it, not just create a Figma mockup, be able to see like what it would look like in a web app. And so we were able to take from that and piece it together, or use that as inspiration for our final design. And then secondly was we had gotten advice from a mentor. We were thinking we were a little bold trying to do React Native, a language that none of us are really familiar with. One of us has experience with Flutter, but we decided that React would be the best approach. Consulted with a mentor, and we just need to make it for mobile screens. So that's why you saw in the demo that it was set to that screen width. And then lastly, this for this hackathon, we really wanted to focus on real world impact and real world problems, given the inspiration that we had. And so sort of the fun part of coming up with this idea, creating the product brief, was sort of asking why. Why do we need to make this thing? Why we need this feature? Let's, make something that has real world impact for it. That's sort of what we learned. In the future plans, we've outlined 6 features that we believe are super crucial and super important for the continuation and improvement of this Memora application. One would be a notification system, a family account system, photo album integration, ML algorithms to be able to actually perform better therapy insights and potentially bring in a therapist or a caregiver into this application as well. Robust progress tracking, and then the spaced repetition algorithm. So here's some references, and we just want to lastly say thank you, HackBeanPot. We've had a lot of fun here this weekend in Boston, and not a lot of sleep, but a lot of Red Bull. So thank you so much. We're gonna